Hi guys, welcome back to FTB Infinity SkyBlock. Yeah guys, we have it. We have a resonant ender frame, or machine frame. So I have this set up already so we can put this in. So now that we can auto make them, they still take ages. I think it was about 2 hours to make that thing, IRL. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot more lasers. But the other thing that we have is that these are depleted. We have ourselves 7 depleted quad fuel rods. I think what we have to do with these things now is we have to spin them down. Centrifuge, yeah. So we could just spin these things down. And we should get some plutonium. Not a lot of plutonium, but plutonium nonetheless. We need the uranium and the plutonium to make the MOX fuel. So cool. Let's make ourselves this QED then. We have this, so we can have that, and I've made some of these ender crystals as well. And let's just put it here. There we go. Cool. So we want to get ourselves a retriever then. Or receiver. Retrieval node, the items one. So we need 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh no, 1. And that should be going now. Yeah, cool. So that means we'll have this set up. And you'll see that I have this set up and I put the pipe in under here, which is cool. So yeah, let's get this thing going. And that should give me my supply of gas tiers. So what are we gonna do with these fuel rods, I wonder? That's gonna pull stuff out of there. That's fine, we can deal with that. So there we go. Let's put this on here. Perfect. And there. There we go, and I even made some mycelium covers so that it actually looks decent enough, which is cool. Cool. So now that is producing, that's filling in that. Let's just keep an eye over here for a moment, and we'll see if this stuff will keep up with this thing. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think that is more than enough. It seems to be pumping them in. We can probably even do this last row as well. And actually, you know what? We can probably just put this in because we don't need any more nodes. Okay, and let's grab this. Oh, we don't have enough. There we go. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good idea or not, but hey, we'll do it anyway. There we go. Yeah, so that's filling it all up, and then we just need a couple of more, and I think we're out of them. But yeah, we can do this up afterwards. So yeah, that should be more than enough then to get this going. Dig out this one as well. Yeah, and we'll need more covers and stuff. Yeah, okay, I'll come back to that anyway. But yeah, we should have enough of this coming in now that we can probably put a speed upgrade in there, although I don't know if we... Oh, of course. the nuclear reactor is off, so it's not going to be producing anything. So let's play around with this. I'm just going to chuck all this stuff in here for a second. Okay, so let's see where this plutonium is. It should be in here, right. We should now be able to make this into larger pieces of plutonium to make the MOX fuel. What doesn't kill me. And yes, okay, so we can make one MOX fuel. Wow. Oh, and I did get another trophy. What's this one for? Craft a piece of plutonium. Wow, cool. We are making progress. Right, so this plutonium, what can we do with it? We can make the MOX fuel, or we can make the pellet of RTG fuel. We can make one of these actually. Or the MOX fuel we can turn into bedrockium. Or we can make a single MOX fuel rod. Well, I think we need to make the MOX fuel rod. But at the same time, I wonder if it should be, we should probably get started on, I'll tell you what. We need to just fuel rods. We're gonna need to, we're definitely gonna need to fill this up again. So let's go ahead and request 7 of these and just refill up the reactor and let it go again. We should almost automate the thing because I think it's gonna take a long time. Anyway. Oh, is that iron dust? Ooh. Can we smelt this up? Yeah, cool. We'll get some iron out of that. Nice. Like we can make a single MOX fuel, and the MOX fuel would give us a fuel rod, and the fuel rod, once it's depleted, let's just look at MOX. Once it's depleted, it will give us 3 plutonium back, plus a tiny pile of plutonium. So, not huge difference. So the depleted one gives us 4 small ones. I think actually the regular stuff actually gives us more plutonium because we have to use the plutonium to make the MOX. Okay, grand. So what we might want to do instead is use this plutonium, because this RTG fuel I believe is used for, yeah, the creative stuff, but it's also used for the big reactor stuff and the draconic evolution stuff, and that's it really. I thought it was used for more stuff than that. That's weird. And this stuff is used just for the bedrockium. Okay, and bedrockium is probably used for a lot of stuff. So why do we need this stuff at all? Is it Galgatorin? Maybe? I don't think so. Iron, refined hardener, hardened mesh. Refined hardener requires obsidian, that's fine. So the hardened thing requires iron bars and refined hardener. That's fine. Okay, so how about this enriched soul? Oh no, hang on, I know what it is. It's the iridium. Iridium requires iridium ore which is, yes, that's what it is. Mox nuclear. So each of these requires 6 Mox fuel, or 6 plutonium. Yeah, great. So we can make one of those once these next 7 are done. How many do I have there? 3. Okay, so that's kind of what we have to do. I think maybe we might have to start looking at the replicator, which is a massive thing, but I think we should be able to craft most of this. So we might have to start looking at that, I think, is probably where we need to go next. Yeah, because this nuclear stuff is not going to get me going any quick. So let me craft up the rest of these things. We can use this for something, I suppose. But yeah, okay, back in a sec. Okay guys, so I was making the pattern storage for, weird, that's the second time that's happened, for the replicator, and I need to get myself some reinforced, this stuff, reinforced stone, I think, is it? Yeah. So I believe how you make this is you get a thing of water, you throw some CF powder in there, maybe. Oh, I might not like the oh, there we go. You right click it, and then you can right click with this and it picks it up into the sprayer. Let's just get a second bucket of that. Cool. And then we can spray this stuff onto the iron scaffold. Let's just go down here to do this. Which actually looks pretty okay. Alright, so we can spray this on, like so. I think it dries. Oh. Yeah, I think, oh, whoops. Or do we have to burn it? No, I'm fairly certain reinforced construction foam. Yeah, let's just put this back down, because I think it has to just dry in the sun, maybe? Let me check. Yeah, no, once it dries and hardens, we'll get the construction stuff, or the hardened stone. So I think that should be good to go in a few minutes. There's one there. Oh, this takes a while to harvest. Wow. Does it doesn't dry in my inventory. Did I just get hit by something? It's the second time. Oh, is it the wires? Are the wires hurting me? No idea. Anyway, cool. I'll just harvest up all the rest of this then, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I have a scanner and a pattern storage here. So I'm just gonna put them down here. Pattern storage, scanner, perfect. And we'll hook up some power to these things. Sweet. So this thing should be able to scan things. Let's grab a. It will destroy it in the process, but let's try it with cobblestone just for the testing purposes. I think this thing is able to store a couple of different things. So scanning. It takes a while, of course. So I'm gonna let that go and we'll see what happens. And if it works, and if it works the way I think it is, we're gonna scan some plutonium. And then I think we're gonna set up some sort of UU production factory over here. We're gonna need a lot more power though, a lot more power. But once this is done, it should be fine. Ah, right, so this thing does not have enough power. I should probably pull it off this instead. Or we can hook up some sort of cell. Anyway, I'll let that go and we'll come back in a second. Okay, so I put a buffer in here basically so that we can scan stuff quicker. And this buffer we'll also use for the mass fab. We've got another couple of sides on this thing and it should be, yeah, it's probably going to be nowhere near enough power. But for now, we've got a nice resonant energy cell. Which I've also meant that I had to, you know, make octuple things and all sorts of other things. But anyway, this thing is done and you can see that it says it takes 10 micro buckets of UU and no EC or EU. So we can store that and it should be in here, and it is. Import, export, last, next pattern. Okay, so we can then probably then put something else. Let's go with the plutonium, the full one. I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not, but we'll see. Scanning. Okay, that's off. So hopefully this will scan properly and then we can store it in our pattern storage here. And then we just need to get ourselves a mass fab. So mass fab is not too difficult to make. Wait, is it a mass fab or a replicator? Just googling quickly. Uh-oh, is my internet down? My router blew up, so yeah. I'm running off my phone at the moment. Mass fab generates, oh, the mass fab generates the UU matter. So it's the replicator we need. Right, okay. So let's just have a look at the replicator here. This is some beast of a thing. We need 3 teleporters, an MFE, 2 HV transformers. Teleporter requires all this. Frequency transmitter. Let's get one of those anyway. Right, this is going to be a lot of crafting. I got to see if I can make this thing up. And if I can, we'll see what we can do. And I'll make the mass fab as well, I think, probably. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, so I have the... this is scanned, so we can save that there. And it should come in here. Yeah, so we need 291.3 millibuckets to make 1 plutonium. That's actually not too bad. And it doesn't need any EU. That seems unusual. But still, that won't get us a nice supply of plutonium. But as we're still in the progress of making this stuff here. It's gonna take a while for this stuff to make. Like, it's all auto-crafted, but I just have to wait around a bit. La 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 la. And so forth. So we'll come back in a minute and hopefully we'll have some stuff. Okay guys, I have a replicator here. I think we can, yeah, we can choose the pattern from here. And it doesn't need any EE, but it needs, or EU, but it needs some UU. UU. So I have a mass fab here. If we put this beside it here, we should be able to output. I don't know. Let's actually take this one off here because I don't have any much more HV connectors, and we'll just stick an MV to this while I don't think it actually needs that much power, to be honest, but let's just shove that in there. I don't think this is actually going to auto output, so I might have to move this. So this will take 1 million EU per UU matter, unless we put some scrap in there. And that's kind of what we need to do. We need to get some scrap. And to do that, we need recyclers. So I'm cooking up a couple of recyclers over there at the moment. There's a lot of stuff there. But this thing is drinking through the power. So I just want to see if this auto outputs. I'm fairly certain it's not going to auto output. Let's see. We can get some Ender IO stuff in a minute to see if this works. So 1 millibucket, and it didn't transfer, so we need to move this. Let's get the wrench, the IC2 wrench, because it's not gonna want to move properly. So I'm making up a ton of compressors in here. You can see there's one there, but it's gonna take a while because I have to compress down a ton of iron. So wrench. And some fluid pipes. There. So we'll wrench this. Cool. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put it here, which is where I kind of wanted to put it to begin with. So this we're going to put 8 recyclers in here. So it should be enough to power this thing. So that will pull the UU out of that and into the replicator. But of course, we don't want to actually put this on yet. We can put it on, but it's going to waste so much power. Like so much power. So we want to get the compress or the recyclers up and running. So I'm going to do that between episodes, and we're going to leave it there for today because these things are going to take a while to make up. Actually, maybe they're not. What do we need here? Actually, we can cook up a couple of these right now. Okay, let's just do 2 for the moment. We need some stuff to put in here as well, of course. And we're probably with a retrieval node again. But yeah, for now, we'll just leave it like this. We'll put these here. These need power to run as well, I think. Yeah, they do. So if we probably just use MV for these ones, we can probably get away with that. I don't think these things require as much power to run. Do we not guarantee scrap from these anymore? Oh, that's crap. There's one piece of scrap there. So we could put the scrap in here. Yeah, it's not guaranteed scrap anymore. Damn. That's probably from ages. It's probably always never been. So this thing burnt through that scrap. Like, seriously, just burnt through that scrap. But, yeah, so let's just see this go to 1%. We can probably manually grab this scrap out. If there is any scrap. There's 2 or 4. Yeah, so I think hopefully 8 will be enough to power this thing. We can always give it way more. I might actually change these to be the other type of energy cables. Cool, let's break this again then. Just for now. So this thing should be at 0% still. Oh yeah, there's 1 millibucket in there. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna make up a lot of these things. We should have it up and running for the next episode then. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you later.